Africa, a land of unmatched beauty, raw talent, and unshakable pride, but behind the rhythm of the drums, the elegance of black skin, and the chants of beauty lies a question that keeps haunting us. Why has unity never truly come? In today's video, guys, we are reacting to one of the most unique collaborations you will ever see, a powerful speech by Professor PLO Lumumba, voiced through the lips of none other than Jamaican dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel.
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united. The problem of Africa are men and women who occupy positions of leadership and influence who are greedy. And we unite for the sake of Africa. And unity never came. And Mwalimu says, as they were going out, he heard some of the leaders saying, thank God. There is no point of shouting black beauty when there is no black power. Black is only beautiful when it is powerful. Never must Africa say that there is one colonizer who is better than the other. All of them are the same. Some kill you smiling, some kill you sneering, but at the end of the day, you are dead. There is no point of shouting black beauty when there is no black power. Black is only beautiful when it is powerful. So we must, in the nature of things, become black beauty and black power. And I was reading not so long ago that even to be a good Samaritan, you've got to have resources. If you don't have resources, the best you can do is to pray and fast. But in the intervening period, the person who has fallen on the road to Jericho needs hospital bills to be paid. He needs food to eat. He needs shelter. So let us be good Samaritans with something with which to support good Samaritanism. And I must also commend you, men and women in the diaspora. There are countries today which, if money did not flow from the outside world, they would be dead. And you know them. I don't want to shame them.
Lumumba is known for his, razor-sharp intellect, his fearless criticism of greedy African leadership, and his call for black power. Vybz Kartel, on the other hand, commands a massive global audience through music and culture. When Kartel chooses to lip-sync Lumumba, he isn't just entertaining, he's amplifying. He's saying this message matters. So let's dive deeper and break down why this connection is so powerful. When we hear Lumumba's words, black is only beautiful when it's powerful, or the problem of Africa is greedy leaders, we know he's talking from the heart of African politics. But now imagine those same words carried by the face and persona of Vybz Kartel. Suddenly the audience expands. Suddenly people who may have never sat through a Lumumba lecture are listening because it's Kartel. This is power, its cultural influence emerging with intellectual fire. Lumumba speaks to the conscious Africa. Kartel speaks to the ears of the streets, the clubs, the diaspora. Together, the message doesn't just sit in conference halls. It travels across borders, into headphones, into playlists, into conversations. And let's not ignore the Kenya connection. Kartel has always had a strong fan base in Kenya. Dancehall and reggae, they are lovers. So when he shouts out Kenya or lip syncs Lumumba's Kenyan, rooted words, it creates a cultural bridge. It's Jamaica and Kenya on the same frequency. African politics and Caribbean music locked in one voice. Let's really unpack this, because what just happened here is, more than power, more than a performance. It's symbolism at its highest. level. On one hand, you have Professor PLO Lumumba, a Kenyan lawyer, an orator, someone who has built his reputation by boldly exposing the weakness of African leadership. He has consistently said Africans' downfall is not resources, it's not intelligence, it's culture, it's greedy leaders. Leaders who smile at unity on stage but whisper, thank God, when unity collapses. Leaders who would rather protect their own pockets than build a continental dream. Now, on the other hand, you have Vybz Kartel, a Jamaican artist, one of the most influential names in dancehall. Despite his controversies, his influence is undeniable. His music across oceans, his styles shapes generations. His voice carry weight far beyond Jamaica. When someone of Kartel's influence decides to lip sync Lumumba's words, that's not just casual fun. That's agreement, that's solidarity, that's saying, I stand with this message and I want millions of fans to hear it too. Think about how powerful that is. Lumumba's voice alone resonates with Africans who follow politics and Pan-Africanism. But when Kartel steps in, he brings Lumumba to an entirely new audience. The youth, the diaspora, the dancehall community, the people who may never sit through a political lecture but will gladly watch their favorite artist. Suddenly, Lumumba's message becomes viral. It becomes accessible. This is the perfect marriage of intellect and influence. And let's talk about Kenya for a moment. Kenya has long been one of the cultural homes of reggae and dancehall in Africa, from Bob Marley to Buju Banton, and yes, to Vybz Kartel. Kenyans have embraced the sound and the philosophy of Jamaican music. It's more than just entertainment. It's a spiritual connection. Rastafari culture, reggae lyrics, and dancehall beats have always found fertile ground in Kenya's youth movements, political rallies, and even everyday matatu culture. So when Kartel lip syncs Lumumba, a Kenyan intellectual, the bridge becomes complete. It's like Jamaica sending a signal back home to Africa. We hear you, we agree with you, and we want to push your words further. It's no coincidence. He shouts out Kenya in his music. The bond is real. The cultural energy flows both ways. Now, let's return to the message, guys. The message itself. Lumumba says, black is only beautiful when it's powerful. That is the heartbeat of this collaboration. Beauty without power is empty. It's fragile, and Africa knows this reality too well. We celebrate black skin, black culture, black rhythm, but without economic, political, and social power, that beauty is left vulnerable. Kartel lip-syncing those words adds a punch, because Jamaica understands the same struggle Caribbean nations, despite their rich culture and resilience, have also faced the consequences of colorism, greed, and broken leadership. So when Kartel amplifies Lumumba, it's not just Africa's story, it's the black global story. It's the diaspora uniting around the same truth. We cannot survive on beauty alone. We need power. And that's why this moment is historic. Lumumba provides the intellectual backbone, the diagnosis of Africa's disease. Kartel provides the cultural megaphone, blasting that message far beyond Africa borders. Together, they provide that politics and culture doesn't exist in isolation. They feed off each other. They strengthen each other. The takeaway, words are powerful, but words combined with influence can shift generations. So my reaction is this: Africa needs more of this, more collaborations between thinkers and cultural icons, more bridges between the continent and the diaspora, more moments where intellect meets rhythm, where philosophy meets performance, where, the message is too big to ignore. Because if Africa is to rise, it needs not just speeches and not just songs, it needs both the sharp analysis of leaders like Lumumba and the global reach of artists like Kartel. That is the formula that gives Black power more than slogan. It makes it a reality. Guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what are your thoughts. Also, remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. And until next time, bye-bye.